First you string 6 seed beads for your base and cross at the last seed bead. Like this, and pull everything to the center. Just draw the two ends of the thread together and pull everything to the center like this. Now you add 1 bugle bead on the right hand side of the thread and 1 pearl bead, then another bugle bead. You're going to cross at the bugle bead, pull everything together. You have something like this. Okay, now with your base, the 6 seed beads on your left hand side, take the thread that's closer to it, go restring the next seed bead on the left, and then take the other end of the thread and pick up a pearl bead and then a bugle bead, and once again you cross at the bugle bead. You have something like this. So continue on with the rest. Once again you take the thread closer to the seed bead, restring the seed bead, add the pearl, add the bugle bead, and then you cross at the bugle bead. Okay, do the same for the other 2 sets, the remaining 2 sets. Okay, now you've got 5 pearl bead strength and all the bugle bead added. For the last set, you take once again you take the thread closer to the seed bead, restring the seed bead, and then go through the first bugle bead that you added, and you add the final pearl bead. And this time you will cross at the pearl bead. Like this. Now take one end of the thread, either end is fine, pick up one of the smaller, the bicone bead, the 3mm bicone bead, string it through, and then go through the next pearl bead, like that. Do the same thing again. You add another bicone bead and then restring the next pearl. Do this for the rest until the 2 ends of the thread meets. Okay, now we've added the last bicone bead and the 2 ends of the thread meets. Take the thread that's coming out from the bicone bead, string the next pearl bead, So now you have the two threads both coming from each end of each end of the thread coming out from the two sides of the pearl bead. Now you have the bottom layer of the cupcake made. Now we're going to add the frosting. You can use the same color, or you can use a different color for the next layer. I'm going to use a different color just here. So take the thread on the right hand side, coming from the right hand side of the seed of the pearl bead. Pick up two of the yellow beads, cross, add the second yellow bead, like so, and then take a thread on the coming out from the left hand side of the yellow bead, restring the pearl bead, you have to open it a little bit, just restring the pearl bead, make sure you don't restring the bicone bead, like that. And then I'll take the thread on the right hand side, pick up one yellow bead and cross at the yellow bead. Like so. And then take the left hand side of the thread, go through the next pearl bead. You repeat the same procedure. Throughout. Okay, so you add another yellow bead, cross, and restring the next pearl bead. Just go around like that. Okay, now we've strung the last yellow bead. We take the thread on the left hand side of the yellow bead, restring the next pearl bead, and then also restring the next yellow bead. Okay, you've got the next layer done. So basically the cupcake is almost done. What you do now is to drop a bigger bead into the center. Don't worry about where the hole is first. We're going to put an eye pin at the bottom and pull it up. Now tie a knot. So you have to tighten all the thread together and then tie a knot to secure it. After you tie the knot, you can restring the thread by going back through some of the bead. Like this way you can hide the thread, hide the knot, and also can retain the shape better for your end product. Okay, now take a head pin, go to the bottom and try to find a hole of the bead that's inside the cupcake, and then add another bead, bigger bead on top as decoration. Now you just have to cut approximately with about 1 centimeter left. Cut it, and then make a loop. Make the loop by perpendicularly bending it on the bead, and then just loop it back with your round nose plier. Like that.